inspiring you today. I want you all not to try this.
Hello, hello, hello out there. Ready for y'all be here with Shanel?
Yeah.
Y'all wait?
Yeah.
No, it's kind of late for y'all. Yeah, I know about the naps. We want them to go longer sometimes than what they actually went.
Yes.
Anyways, we are going to read from the Covenant of Ministries. Number 8 says, "We are the temple of Yahweh. We shall not defile this temple." 1 Corinthians 3:16 through 17.
So be it.
9 says, "The Spirit of Yahweh dwells in our body. Therefore we shall glorify Yah in our body and in our spirit which belongs to Him." 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20.
So be it.
Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight, united as RTM Ministries, as that you be with us as we talk about healthy hair, Father. We pray that we learn all we can, that you will have us to learn, Father, and take away more than what we've come here knowing, Father. In Yeshua's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's get this party started. So today for healthy hair, we're going to do this a little different in the fact that there is and that there's no PowerPoint, because I want to just have discussions and answer questions before going on anywhere, because we've covered a lot of stuff, and I know taking it all in is a little bit hard. You take in some things and then other things you're like, did we even learn that? Or you just forget, or... So, we're going to spend today just discussing, and if people heard got some show and tell going on, and we're just going to learn and just review kind of, and just, get back into it. And if anyone's falling off, we're going to get back on the boat. All right? All right. Okay, so I think Olivia has something she wanted to share. So you want to come up or just use your microphone?
First I want to share my experience with the hot oil treatment.
Woo, how'd it go?
Yes. This is what I got. And I was going to ask you, it says no mineral oil, and it's got soybean oil, sweet almond oil, oat extract. It's got a lot of stuff like that. I was going to ask you to look at it. But I forgot to heat the oil. I was like, oh yes, I'm going to get my hot oil treatment in before healthy hair. And after I was finished and I was putting the stuff on my hair after it was washed and everything, I thought it said hot oil treatment. I forgot to heat the oil.
Yes.
So explain the importance of heating the oil again.
Okay. So first of all, Dew Girl is a great oil. That one in particular, the mega thick one, is a great oil. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. That one in particular, because Dew Girl, if I'm not mistaken, has 2 oils,
Yeah.
and one of them has mineral oil, and this one doesn't. And that one has great results. I love Dew Girl. Like, that was the first line I used when I was trying to grow my hair, and it helped. I was just doing it wrong. But yes, that is a good oil. Second of all, hot oil treatment, the difference between that and regular oil treatment, you don't even call it a treatment, but is that when it's hot, it penetrates through the strands quicker. How some people do hot oil treatments, they don't necessarily heat it up, even though I recommend you heat it up, but some just put it on their scalp and then put a heating cap over it, or just like a regular cap, and use their natural heat to keep it heated in. So that's also a form of hot oil treatment.
Okay.
So if that's what you're doing, okay. But if you're just putting oil in your hand, just going about your day, that's not hot oil treatment.
Okay.
That's just oil.
Okay.
Unless you happen to be in the hot sun.
Yes.
Burning you.
Yeah, that's Florida.
Okay. Give a hand clap for that. Shannon, the Dew Girl. Yes.
Where she got that from?
Yeah.
Probably Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart.
How much it cost?
Walmart. That is not hard to find.
How much it cost?
What's the other one called? I think it's Mega. No. The other one that we don't like, or whatever, it's like long hair.
Yep.
I don't know.
You like long hair?
It's orange.
Yeah.
Alright, next.
A couple of shampoos that were given to me as a gift. I loved using them. Then we started healthy hair, and I couldn't figure out what. That's why I asked the question on the site if they were what was clarifying.
Oh, yeah.
What. This one says nourishing shampoo, and I actually love that one. It's a lavender, all natural kind of thing in the body. Yes, I love it, but I wasn't sure how to put it in my repertoire. And then this one, this EO refreshing shampoo, that's yes, all of those are like all natural products. I'm excited to use it, but I wasn't sure how to.
Oh, you wonder if these were clarifying or not?
Yeah, or the other one that was really.
You usually tell by, like I said, what it says on the bottle.
That one cheated.
Some things you can tell, some of the ingredients you can tell if it's clarifying or not is what is that? If they have stuff like lemon in it, that has like acids and stuff. Acids are the kind of stuff that try to, that's the intense stuff that tries to get your hair clean. I'm trying to see this one. It just says organic. Lemongrass. I would not call these clarifying, just because they don't say it.
Okay. That answers my question. But I love them.
These are, what did she say? Pedal Fresh Organics Lavender Shampoo and EO Refreshing Shampoo. Ooh, refreshing sounds like it might be. I don't know.
Yay! But I like them.
How does it feel on your hair? Does it tingle or does it, because that's another reason how you can tell.
No, not really. The lavender, it just feels like regular shampoo. But when I use it, it made it feel really soft. And
So that was probably moisturizer.
Okay, but I haven't used the EO yet. But because I'm still
After you use the, you can tell the difference. If you use a regular shampoo, your hair's gonna feel, soft or whatever. But if you use a clarifying one, your hair's gonna feel stripped. It's gonna feel like you have nothing in there. You wanna hurry up and put moisture back in there.
Okay.
That's how you can tell. Does your hair feel stripped with this one? No?
No. I
Or
don't
this one
really
you haven't
feel
tried
it's
yet?
good. Yeah, I haven't tried it.
Alright.
I'll let you know.
Alright, your partner got this for her sharing. I like those guys. Not for me, but I saw other questions. Who wanna go next? Saw some on Facebook, and I don't have a computer, so I can't pick it up. Go ahead, Minister One.
Okay, I think we covered this in when you went over shampooing again, but I want to talk about what I'm doing and if it's wrong or right or whatever. I'm like shampooing it like 4 to 5 times a week, and I'm conditioning it like twice a week. And I know you said, I vaguely recall talking about if you shampoo too much, it's not good. And, you want to retain the oils in your head and all that stuff. So is that too much, that regimen that I'm doing right now?
Yes. 4 to 5 times shampoo should not be on your head that often. That is not good for your scalp.
I think you should take a filter.
I recommend shampoo no more than 2 times a week. And if you need to clean your hair or scalp in between those 2 times, like we talked about co-washing, washing with conditioner only, that's perfectly fine because that's not stripping your natural oils, that's just adding moisture. So if shampooing twice a week is not doing it for you, go ahead and use conditioner instead. Or just use water. Just put water on your head and just, use your hands and massage it through. But putting shampoo and chemicals on your head more than twice a week is not good. Did I answer your question?
Yep.
All right. Yes, bye. Other one now?
One of my questions was sometimes my hairstyles don't want to stay in place, and I get beat up if I use hairspray. Which are I don't recall us talking about alternatives to hairspray, and if there is anything that we can use to maintain our style.
Okay. To answer that, one, hairspray is okay to use sparingly, like other chemicals. I would not put it in my hair every day because it's chemicals and it's going to dry out your hair. But to use it maybe once or twice a week, as long as you're keeping your hair clean and moisturized, I say go for it. I wouldn't recommend it. That's my personal thing. I do not use hairspray. I don't like it for my hair. An alternative to that, say you already used it twice a week and you really want to use it again, what kind of protective styles are you using? Are you doing like braid outs or ponytails or buns or?
Well, that's outside of the protective hairstyle. That's just regular.
Oh, that's just regular styling?
Yeah,
Okay.
say, and that was gonna be one of my other questions about different protective hairstyles, but like, usually I really only care about hairspray, like if I'm going to a professional event, like a job interview or something where I'm, at school that's an important meeting or something like that, and I wanna maintain some curls or something like that. Otherwise, I'm using a protective ponytail or something like that. So when I have the professional hairstyles where I'm trying to maintain a certain style.
Okay. Okay, to answer that, one, let's just say this. Say you have an interview or something important or special, those are the days where I say go ahead, go all out. That's when you use your flat iron, use your curling iron, stuff like that. If you don't have an interview every week, So stuff like that is fine. But say that's where the cute low manipulation styles come in. So say you usually curl your hair under and you want to put hairspray on it to hold it. To hold, what I recommend is you get a heavy moisturizer. You get a heavy, kind of like the Organo Stimulator one. It's like a lotion, like a thick lotion, and you put that on the night before. You put on a heavy lotion, and then you put rollers on. When you wake up in the morning, that heavy lotion holds your hair in place. That's what that does. Well, that's what I do when I do my braid outs. I use the Organo Stimulator, and I put it's a heavy lotion, then I braid my hair at night. And sometimes I spritz water just so it can dry that extra and dry overnight and just get that extra hold. Then when I let it go, that lotion is holding it in. Now if you get a light lotion or something like the S-Curl where it's liquidy, that's not gonna hold anything, it's just water, But it's not just water, but it's a liquid, so it's not really gonna hold it. So a heavy lotion will definitely help with that. What else is there? There's some gels you can use that are alcohol free. If you wanted to try that. Spritzing it sometimes at night, when you want to get that hold, do it at night so it has that entire night to set. It's kind of like a roller set, just overnight, and not with water. It's just moisturizing lotion.
Okay.
And a lotion is heavy if it's pretty much like a body lotion. You can feel it. You can feel the consistency. It's thick, and you can tell the difference between a runny lotion or what's an example? Pastor's berry juice is not really thick. It's light, even though it has that lotion consistency. It dissolves in your hand really quickly. Whereas a thick lotion will it'll be heavy. You'll feel it. Sure. Thank you.
Pancake.
Did you like big pancakes?
Yum.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sergeant got praise for that. Anyone else?
Me?
Okay.
Alright, I'm about to do this oil thing and I'm scared, but I'm not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this, the castor oil stuff. I just wanna clarify what you, said about the hot versus not hot. If I put it on my head, and I got a wave cap, and I could just put it on, put the oil on my head, put the wave cap on, that you said that'd be enough heat to have it sink into the hair?
Yes, sir. That would be enough.
Okay.
But beware of castor oil because castor oil is also the itchy oil. That is the oil that cleanses your scalp. So when that gets hot, itchiness happens. At least it has for me and a lot of other people in the past. So just beware. And there's nothing wrong with putting oil in your hair and then washing it out at night with water or something, and then reapplying it. There's nothing wrong with that. But just beware of the itchiness you might experience. You might not experience it, but.
Okay, I ain't going with castor oil then.
Coconut oil.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, yeah. All right, fine, here's my praise for that. Go ahead. Comments from the pastor?
Yes. Boy. Well,
yeah, I was gonna say, just to comment on what Mr. Bourne was talking about, I found it easier to just, not use the castor oil, but use the, after I shampoo, I just shampoo once a week, and then the other times I'm taking a shower, and when I'm going places, I use the berry juice, and that goes down. And like she was talking about the oil and she's talking about the oil, and she also mentioned to Ellen Linnell about the holding of the hair in place. Back in the days, we used to use grease and wave gel and stuff like that. Well, the berry juice, what I call it works in similar fashion, but not as thick. I noticed big time the coconut shampoo. I mean, the texture is so much different. I used to wash my hair with Suave, everything. Yeah, the 3-in-1. You take a bath, you take a shower, and it cleans your body and your mind and your soul. And I noticed the thickness. I mean, it's ridiculously thick. Thicker than when you get real shampoo. It reminds me almost of the difference in a real, drink, or, you make Kool-Aid, instant Kool-Aid is real watery, whereas you go to the store, you get some punch, it's thicker, And it almost reminds me of that, the Kool-Aid, I'm just using it as an analogy, the Kool-Aid is more natural, and it quenches your thirst way better than a thick, let's say, fruit punch. It's going to make you just more thirsty because you're just going to taste sugar. So it may taste better, still, that's just my opinion. I don't think for what we're doing, I don't think our hair is really long enough to get the full benefit of the oil treatment. I really don't, especially since I found out that castor oil will penetrate your skull and enter your blood system and do what castor oil is meant to do, like take you to the bathroom. So that's just my opinion, my little experience in doing this stuff.
And another thing about castor oil, I wouldn't recommend that as a hot oil treatment just because it's hard to wash out. Like, I tried that, putting it all on my hair, probably because I have a whole bunch of hair. And I put it on there and it gets hot, and then it's time to wash it out, and I'm like in that shower for a long time because it's so thick. Wow. And I'm trying to get it out. But to do something, that's more of a laziness factor, not a health benefit factor, but I just know I'm not feeling that showering and shampooing and shampooing. But to get something watery like olive oil or coconut oil is the best oil for your hair. That's why coconut shampoo, like just coconut, just the best, man. And yeah, so I would recommend something like that. And it doesn't itch.
It smells like
Some
coconut.
people. It smells like coconut, yeah. Sugar cookies sometimes, so you heat it up right. Oh yeah. All right, moving on. There were questions?
Also cookies.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
And different even though.
I have a question about the heat, how it affects your hair texture and your scalp. The different oils that we were just talking about too, will that help? 'Cause I dry out so much. Will that
Oh,
help?
you mean the climate?
Yeah, the climate. Will that help if I use the hot oil or use oil more often? Will that help with the dryness?
Hot oil treatments are definitely your best bet for dry hair. See, during this time, man, it's a complicated time because your hair likes to get dried out. This is the time where those leave-in conditioners really come into handy. Get the kind that has like UV protection or sun protection and stuff like that because that is the time because that sun is beaming down. Also, a way is to wear hats. This is the time for hats because you cover your head, even though you know that it might be cotton or something. It's better than the sun just drying it all out because that sun ain't no joke. So the sun, like, it will break your hair off if you're not like it will break your hair off if you don't have the right protection. And what hot oil treatment does, of course, is it helps strengthen your strands. So when it's penetrating the strands, you know, it's getting it healthy, it's giving it the nutrition it needs to battle the sun, you know. But you do your hot oil treatments and you do your leave-in conditioners, and also if it works for me this time, that's where I really lay off the shampoo. That's when I start co-washing a lot because it's cleansing your hair and it's putting that moisture back in there. Like this is the time to co-wash. If you want to co-wash, this is definitely the time to put that conditioner back in there. Maybe even 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Like just keep it because it's drying out. No matter how you can find, no matter how many times you put moisturizer in your hair, the sun is just that strong where it's gonna dry out. Also, I know you use X-Curl sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So X-Curl has glycerin, and that could be dangerous during the summertime
Oh.
because glycerin, how that works is it grabs the natural waters in the air and pulls it to your strand. If there's no water in the air, that's going to have a counter effect.
Oh, wow.
It's going to actually dry your hair out more, which I learned. So if you're using glycerin and it's too hot, that's actually drying your hair out more.
Okay.
And you want to stay away from that. You want to have things with water in it and pretty much anything but glycerin.
Okay.
That's a
So no more nitro.
Pastor?
Don't hair grease and the wavy stuff and all that hair does the same thing in the summer heat. If you got your hair grow above a certain length and you continue to use it and you get the heat in it, doesn't it start breaking your hair off and it turns like hard, like a Brillo pad? And
Oh, yeah, like it started cooking it or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of that. It starts going like a cake layer on top of your head. Yeah, I've heard of that. I'm not sure what exactly is in there, but it kind of feels like a candle wax because it starts baking in there. Yes, I've heard of that.
And it actually break, it will break, instead of, cutting. Let's say you're getting a haircut, and instead of the clippers cutting the hair, it will actually start pulling it out of your hair, and it breaks it out, and it's really a tough chore. That's why you'll see it, barbers tell people, you need to go wash your hair, and, I can't cut it like that. So, what a lot of people do, they get overboard when they're trying to first start anything, and they go overboard. But I know out of my little experiment, I really think at a certain level, washing your hair once a week and doing what she said was perfect, like my agenda almost. Washing it once a week, and if I still think I need to wash it, I just use water and do it out. But that berry stuff, man, I'm telling you, man, that stuff right there, that's the bomb. It's like I don't use a lot because you don't need to. But
What's
if,
the berry stuff?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is the long-term relationship leave-in split ender from Herbal Essence. Herbal Essence is long-term relationship leave-in split ender.
it keeps your hair soft, I call it soft, but moisturized, the technical term which you never use it, moisturized, and I mean, it's just real nice. It's almost like, really is, man, you know, it's almost like, I used to use S-Curl a lot when I was coming up. And that S-Curl moisturizer you put on, you know how you used to couldn't live without it. But the berry juice, you get all those benefits without the negative. You can sit on your chair and not worry about, like on Eddie Murphy, putting little wet spots on the back of the chair, coming to America.
Yes.
I mean, it's real nice. I recommend that.
Okay, yep. Department that pays for that. Yep, that berry juice, Herbal Essence. One of the best lines out there. Everybody rave about that.
The Herbal Essence long-term relationship, what?
Very
Leave in split ender. And they only sell it at Target. I'll save you the trouble.
Wow.
Really?
They sell Herbal Essence everywhere, but the leave-ins, it's only at Target.
I did that. No, that.
I mean, you have to wash your hair every day with that. Not gonna want to.
Yeah, this is the scary time now when the sun come out. But the benefit of the sun being out is that your hair grows faster
Oh, wow.
during the summer.
So it's the
I
grass.
mean, you just, I understand, because I was feeling the same way. I was reading all this stuff and how everyone loves berry juice and it's the best thing ever, and then I'm trying it and I'm like, it's not working. And then they're like, well, your hair's gonna go faster if you do this, and I'm like, why is that growing? But then, what happens? A year later, you're like, oh, I guess it does work, because stuff was happening, you know? But yeah, you, are you guys keeping, go ahead.
I know it's working because my wife told me I had a wave the other day. She wanted to get that surfboard.
You got seasick?
Hey, go for the wave.
She got seasick?
I was hypnotizing.
No, he knew that was coming. He don't know. My question is, have y'all been keeping y'all ends trimmed? I know I've been slacking on that.
Oh, the what?
Yeah, keep your ends trimmed. I've
Got
not
it.
trimmed my ends since I last relaxed my hair. And yeah,
I gotta find
that is very important because we know about split ends and how they split up the hair shaft and will break off. Yeah, it's not pretty. Go ahead.
I wanted to get more in depth about the scalp itself.
Mm-hmm.
I use olive oil. Right now that's all I'm using, olive oil on my scalp. But it's like sometimes it feels like it's just sitting on top of my scalp.
Mm.
And then it makes the rest of my hair feel oily, like I touch it and I got the olive oil on it. And I still get my scalp still feels like it's irritated, especially in this heat, or it starts to feel like it's gonna get irritated. Any recommendations?
So with that one, it sounds like you might be putting a little too much. Anytime you have oil on your scalp and you touch your hair and it's still there, it might be a little too much. Even though it doesn't feel like it, but that's how you will know.
Okay.
And oil, like, if you read anywhere, you'll always see a little bit goes a long way. You can have, like, just put it on your fingertips, massage it in, and that's enough for your scalp. How you get to the hair? Have you, the applicator oil? Or, you should be able to do it if you put it on your fingertips and just, it won't work, okay. Go for the applicator ball. Comb your hair through to get the applicator ball, which I need to bring that because y'all need to see it. Yeah, it's makes life so easy. Yeah, like it's pretty much. I don't know if you know what like when you touch up your roots with color.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those.
It looks like this a little bit.
Yeah, but it has like 4 or 5 of those tips.
Okay.
There's like 4 or 5 of them, and it's like a comb. You're combing your hair with it, but while you're combing it, it's actually going straight to your scalp.
Okay.
Get one of them. Get
I've seen that.
And that's not warmer. And it's pink.
Okay.
Advertising.
Also, if your scalp is feeling irritated, that is never good.
Yeah,
So if it's feeling irritated, you might need to switch to another oil or cut down on how often you're using that oil. So I would cut down on it first, maybe. How often do you use it?
I cut down on using it and went to, just twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
and it still was irritated.
And how, were you washing your hair in between then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My skin is very different because of medical issues, so
Mhm.
it's hard for me to find a nice balance. But with the weather change, it just went wacky. Yes.
Yeah, bring that up here, too. Show it, yeah. But keep going. You were saying how your scalp is medical.
Yeah, so it worked okay for a while. Like I could put it on every other day and it's fine. But then
It's
the
just all
extra
that
heat,
switch.
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
feels like it's, when it starts to get irritated, like I get sore spots or something.
Yeah, no. You stop that. Just stop with that oil, man. If it's irritating your scalp, no. Your scalp doesn't like it. It's not working. It might be the heat combination, but try a different oil.
Okay,
But try that Dew Girl maybe. The Dew Girl might be better.
okay. So I can use this as an everyday thing?
Yes, definitely. You can use pretty much any oil as an everyday thing.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, this is the applicator ball I was talking about. Roots only. Amazingness. Put the oils in there. You have hair that just in between your oil and your scalp. Okay. Go ahead, Pastor.
Well, I had similar experience, but mine was with, my eyes would go to burning, they would come down. My eyes would go to burning. I was like, why in the world my eyes are burning? I really don't be sweating. I couldn't figure it out. But then I was just, putting two and two together. And I found out the main reason was that, and I talked to Minister Shanel. My main reason was I was not doing the right technique, using the like middle parts of my finger as I was rubbing it gently. I was used to doing that, but when I started, rubbing it gently and giving it like a hair massage and just going and taking my time and doing it right, it changed everything because underneath the hair, your scalp, you already know this is so tender, it's so way more tender than the other parts of your body. And we, especially black people, with the kinky hair as they call it, we'll talk, just get through it and do what we got to do. But when I started just taking, just, cause usually most people wash their hair at the end. If they took a shower and everything, then I know guys do. They'd be like the last thing they wash it out, and then they rinse the body off again, and they do good. And so we trying to get through. And then I would just take my time, and I'm telling you, a lot of times it don't be the oil, it be the technique. It don't be your shampoo. It just be you just went crazy. And with the time, but that's the inner part of your body. And the human body, it's amazing. It adjusts to the temperature, like Minister Shanel was saying, how this time of year certain things happen with the hair. But this time of year, your scalp also changes. So your body gonna, it's gonna change with the weather, and you're gonna end up and not realize it. Just take your time, you'll be fine. I got a lot of experience with that with dealing with, my ailments. A lot of people think that when it get real cold, that's the worst time for people with arthritis stuff, but that's not. And you can feel cold coming, but once the cold get there, it's like a normal day for you. You just gotta get crunk a little bit, but you can feel that cold coming because of the precipitation or whatever. The worst time is spring, especially for people with gout. Springtime, because you get a lot of rain and you get a lot of the precipitation and the moisture, and you're sitting up there and you're like, oh my goodness. Well, arthritis, you just gotta move and you'll get a little bit get a relief. But with gout, there is no, you put pressure on gout, it's to be the worst thing you can do. Somebody gave me a signal, I'm talking too long. But I'm just trying to give an example of how, you know, you think you're doing the right thing, but your body done changed because the weather done changed. And if I do the same, if I have no polycyclic gout the same way I do arthritis, I'm making the thing worse. And there's nothing wrong with
How many of you probably can clap for you? I want to say was so true because when I first started, that's something that threw me out because I started, I think it was like in August, it's when I started, and this is like the weather was getting cooler, you know, when I was finally, when it took me some time to finally find what worked for me, and when I finally found what worked for me, it was like cool weather, it was like everything was working, and all of a sudden my hair just started drying out, and things were not working. I'm like, what is going on? It started shedding a lot, and I was getting frustrated, and then I read about it, and it's like some people switch a whole new regimen during the summertime than they do in the wintertime. And I got mad, I got frustrated, and I'm like, man, I gotta start all over again. And because I noticed that my hair would get tangled more during the heat than as opposed to during when it was cold. So, you know, where I usually co-wash and go, you know, put my leave-in and comb my hair through, now I'm like, like trying to pull them tangles out and ripping my hair out, and I'm just like, no, my hard work is in my comb, and you know, it's tripping. And like you said about technique, you gotta learn new techniques. Now I gotta part my hair in sections, start at the bottom, and take my time to comb out these tangles. So winter comes and it's a little bit more easier for me and stuff like that. So you just, you know, the seasons change with your body changes, and the hair products just don't like you no more. You know, you just you can't be like, well, it's been working this whole time. You've been working for me this whole time, moisturizer. Now you don't want to work, I'm going to make you work. Yeah. And then you end up hurting yourself in the long run. So with the oil, you know, it was good for a little while. You maybe can go back to it. But right now, we'll explore a different oil and see how that works for you. Go ahead.
Do you have any sites that you recommend to find some additional low manipulation hairstyles that are acceptable in the business world, if you know what I mean?
Yep. If you type in low manipulation hairstyles in Google, stuff will come up. My number one source, of course, is y'all favorite person, You Love Meg. I know. If you can't stand her voice, go to her website. She has a website where she writes all this stuff down, and she has pictures and stuff. But she shows you how to do so many low manipulation hairstyles that are cute. Even though she's young, she still likes to keep it cute and professional looking. And her website is youlovemegs.com. I mean, it's just that simple. Just Google it, honestly. There's so many websites out there if you just type in low manipulation hairstyles. My favorites is anything with the braid out because you got that curl going on. I know You Love Megs has some simply straight ponytails that look really cute. Can't go wrong with buns. And try Tracy, Traycee.
Why?
She is the owner of another colored person hairstyle called, I don't recommend it, but it's kiss.biz. That's the website, but she has a YouTube channel, Tracy, and she's an older woman. She has like kids, and she's like in her late 30s or 40s or something, and she has waist length hair.
What?
Or I think it's hip length now. She has hip length hair, and she has a lot of information to share. Like, she has a lot of hairstyles. She talks about her regimen. That's I guess an older person's You Love Megs.
Okay.
Like, I think you should try her. Okay. And her voice is not annoying, and she doesn't have all that lip gloss on her. So try her. She has a lot of low manipulation hairstyles, and she's a professional woman too. So I recommend her. All right, yeah.
Speaking of old people, I'm not sure if you would have done any research on this because obviously you don't need this, but I was considering dyeing my hair because I have wisdom now. Do you have any, have you come across any recommendations on if I should do it myself, if I have to go to the salon, if there's certain, again, chemicals that we don't use in dye and stuff like that? Just general.
What I've read about hair dyes is one, do your research before trying it, because your regimen without it is completely different than your regimen with it. Because then you start having to use like color treated shampoos, or you have to put extra moisturizer, so maybe you have to put it in the morning, afternoon, and night. I've seen some ladies carry a spritz bottle with them throughout the day just to like spritz their hair with water every now and again, just so it doesn't dry out. So I haven't done that research thoroughly, but I would say before you do it, to do that. Now, whether you do it or a stylist does it, anti-stylist, I don't like stylists, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it with yourself, or somebody who knows what they're doing, I'm not completely against color, just as long as you know how to take care of it. I don't see, I mean, it's a chemical just like any other thing you put in your hair, so learn how to take care of it and it should work. Your hair shouldn't fall out. You know? Can someone read? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but I was gonna say, I was watching the game and I don't think that. No.
What?
That was a COVID conversation.
Oh. He
I was watching the game and I was watching OKC.
Yeah.
OKC in the house. And I was watching Fear the Beard. And you know, he had this jungle hairstyle going on. And I could not understand how in the world like I said, I did barbershop hair and I know a little bit about it, a little something, not that much. But his hair on the bottom was nasty. And his mohawk was, it was smooth though, yeah, patchy. His spots, it was like clump, and then other part, it was like wavy, you know, like, I don't know, like a perm looking. And I was like, okay, is he out of perm juice or is he trying to do that? And then I was thinking, you know, just in the midst, because he got that beard and, you know, he sweats a lot because he got that beard. And, you know, this is a quick look. I'm not examining him. I'm just sitting there watching the game, and they showed him and Kobe arguing. And they had close up on him, and I was like, how in the world he got his hair like that? And then right beside him, this white guy came running. And I'm talking running. And he had a lot of hair, and his hair did not move. I mean, it was like somebody took some glue and glued his hair to his head. And I said, it's kind of bad when the black man hair moves and the white man hair stands still. But the way he had his hair, I was wondering, is that possible to deliberately do his hair like he did it? Because that, I have never in my life seen someone with, unless they ran out of perm, to purposely, you know, because his hair was, I mean, stone cold nappy to the bottom. And then you get to the mohawk part, it's like wavy here and then nappy here. And yeah, but you guys' hair is not low to the side, it's not nappy to the side.
Sorry.
I seen that same man and I thought his hair was just messed up. Because he had that mohawk thing going on, then the fade going down or whatever, but it looked like it was growing out. It looked like he needed another haircut. And what I saw was like it had got messed up while he was playing the game.
Yeah, I thought it was, he needed another haircut too.
Yeah.
I thought he needed another haircut too, but it was even on the side last night. It was like his hair was like even length on the side, and the mohawk was higher up, and it was packed. I just thought that was an amazing feat of putting a chemical here and no chemical here, unless he did it by mistake.
But I just felt like a haircut to me. Because you know the haircut where they have the mohawk and then they have this, but it can grow out, like the sides, it's already started out low, like you cut it that way, you cut the sides and you leave it up like that, a mohawk. Then it starts going out, the sides can still grow out evenly and that can still, you know, it just looked like it wasn't fading.
What I saw was a top.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the side, I just saw straight top view.
It didn't look that clean, but yeah. It was more grown out than that.
I wondered if he had a combination hairstyle.
His beard was like down
You know, I was gonna say, his,
His beard like down here.
yeah, he was a little bit more hairy and scruffier than that.
I just,
That doesn't look like a haircut to me. Doesn't look like two different, but perm,
No,
Go ahead.
it's funny that you should say that. I saw him, this is how much healthy hair with Shanel has gotten to my brain. I saw him on an interview, and I was like, I wonder if he got combination,
Texture.
yes, of hair. And because I was looking at it, I was like, man, that's so up. How is hair get like this on that spot and like this on that spot? And then I was like, he's got to have like it's like little furry, like woo down here, and it's
right.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying
And
now.
it's in the head too.
Yeah.
Cause I've done somebody's hair like that. I cut a mohawk and I put jerry curl in the top part of the hair. And then when his hair grew back, it grew back, but it had like nappy here, and then at the very top, it
Oh,
was
okay.
like,
I see what
I
you're
did a
saying.
fade the same, high top fade the same way. It curly up to the top, but that was just an accident, you know? Cause he had no money to get his curl touch up. This man had, I mean, it was like weird. I just,
All right, shows y'all paying attention, even in basketball games. I'm okay with this. Give 5 hand clap praise for Shanel. Okay, so I'm gonna read Brother MT's post on over here, Shanel Facebook page. I remember he had something, but.
So my hair is
at a decent length, and I don't want it to keep growing, but won't be going to the barber anytime soon. I've learned that if I stop my regimen, it stops growing. But is that bad for my hair?
Alright, if I can praise for reading that. So the question was, is stopping my regimen bad for my hair? Yes, dear. It is bad for your hair. I've seen this a lot, where people with longer hair, like Tracy, who are like down, their hair's too long, or some people want broad strap length instead of mid-back length. They don't stop the regimen, because stopping your regimen does not just stop your hair growing, because your hair is always going to grow. It just makes it unhealthy. So it's not about growing or not growing with the regimen, it's about keeping it healthy. So my recommendation is you keep doing your regimen. Keep that hair healthy, because you don't want your hair to fall out. You know, keep it healthy, keep it strong, keep that strength, especially since it's getting hot. Keep your regimen. It's gonna grow longer until you go to the barbershop. Just trim it when you get to the barbershop. That's the best bet. And congratulations that your hair's growing that much that you don't want it to grow no more. Can't wait till I get there.
You different?
Alright, if I make that anybody want to say something about that? Or comment on it?
my hair low as I want to grow.
Alright. Go ahead, other one though.
I like the fact that he brought it up because it's a good reminder, especially for me, to remind me that it's not my hair that has stopped growing. Because like you had already told us from the beginning, your hair always grows, it's continuing to grow. It doesn't retain length if you don't take care of it, or if it has split ends, or it's being pulled out or whatever. So that was a good reminder. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh man, oh man, it's easy to forget, especially when your eye is so focused on the prize. Like, this is my goal, this is what I'm going for, so I have to do this in order to get there. But sometimes you just forget. I know I did too. Especially with the cutting off the split ends. So like, my hair still grows out, I'm still moisturizing it. Woo! Guilt trip. Anyways, anything else? Big Money really didn't have that today? Did you get some coconut oil? No?
I want some. I have a question.
Yes.
Just. Hey, stuff.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Just to clarify, I heard you say this, and I'll make sure that I'll be able to blame you when I do it. So, a hat is better than the sun, right?
The hat is better than the sun over drying your hair. Yes.
Then when it, so, when it comes to summertime, and it gets like super hot, and I don't have like no hair protection, is it okay to wear a hat?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm buying a
Hats
hat
are
now.
your
In the
friends, as
summertime.
long as you keep up with your regimen.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, or you can wear a satin scarf out and make that look cute, or you can wear
A
a
hat.
satin cap under your hat, or you can buy silk hat, satin
That's
hat.
boring.
No, what's the word?
Cat in the
Do
hat.
rag? Sure, no.
Skull
I'm
cap?
looking for something
A
cool.
wave cap.
Is it polyester I'm thinking of?
A turban.
What material will a hat come in?
Cotton. Polyester.
Alright, got it. It ain't gotta be cotton. That's all I'm trying to say. Your hat does not have to be cotton, but even if it is, it's better to keep it covered than to have the sun beaming on it.
Egyptian cotton.
Even if you have to keep it, leave-in conditioner.
Silk.
Yes, silk will work. Silk is the bestest.
What about tree leaves?
Oh, okay, I got you.
How about straw hat?
Tree leaves.
Yes.
Ooh, sombrero.
Nope, sombrero stink. Because your hair gets caught in it and you take it off and you're like, no! Like, I don't want to talk about it. Because I wear sombreros every day. I'm just kidding.
What about sneed?
Wigs are fun. Yeah, you can wear wigs. That's like a hat. Well, that's good protection from the sun.
What about sneed?
Sorry?
Sneed.
I see what you did there. Alright, anything else?
Something.
How's y'all regimens going? I know we talked a little bit about them, but
I have
anyone
regimen.
having any trouble? Anyone, yeah, go ahead, Elder Kalina.
I'm glad we're talking about this because I was really getting frustrated with my regimen. Trying, because I felt like some parts of my hair was breaking off and it wasn't doing as well. And my main concern is my scalp, and when that starts getting irritated, I'm like, what do I do now? So I'm glad we're talking about this. Basically I gotta search and start my whole nother summertime regimen.
Sounds fun, right? Oh yeah. We're talking about this version right now. I know my regimen has been a little different. My regimen's changing a little bit, mainly because I ran out of products. I'm like, alright, I guess I'll use this instead. But for the most part, I've still been shampooing once a week and conditioning. And I haven't really been co-washing just because I've been a little too busy. Yes, the best excuse ever to slack off your regimen is that you don't have the time.
Oh man.
but it's the truth. But I've still been managing to use my shampoo and conditioner and my leave-in. I backed off on the aloe vera juice, which I really need because my hair has two different textures right now because I haven't relaxed since January 1st or something, the first week. But, so my hair is shedding crazily and this heat's not working with it. And it's time to take another look at my regimen. Go ahead, Olivia, now.
Well, first let me say, I sure hope we keep this class because it's encouragement. Because I keep falling off the wagon. Some of the things I'm doing really good on, some of the things I'm not. I have been keeping up with the moisturizing since the last class when you was telling me about, maybe it was in class, maybe it wasn't, but that maybe I'm using too much of the oiling. Instead of me moisturizing twice a day, I back down to once a day. But I feel that now my hair is too dry. So I don't know if maybe every other day I'll do twice. Because I know you said, just keep doing it until you find something that works for you. I definitely found the moisturizer that works for me. But as far as having too much or not enough, that's where I'm still trying to find my balance. I still haven't gotten to the point where I can give up what I know I need to give up, and that's my hair brushes and the combing so much. I'm trying to use the fingers to style more, but I just haven't gotten to that point yet. So, yes, I'm on the regimen, but not where I want to be yet.
And a few comments on that. One, hair brushes and hair combs. Okay, I think because I say stuff about me that you just think that's how it is supposed to be. But hair brushes and hair combs are okay to use every day if you're doing it right. I recommend the board brush, soft bristle board brush. And of course you shouldn't be brushing your hair every day because that's too much manipulation, But if you're doing it gently or, taking your time with it, okay, then don't worry about that. If you can't do the technique right, then yeah, get into low manipulation hairstyles.
I catch myself. I'm like, oh shoot, doing it again.
All right, and another thing is, have you guys, this wouldn't pertain to the men, but with longer hair like us, protein treatments, I know we talked about that, but has anyone actually done it? Because they're more important, and we're not really stressing that enough. Protein treatments, you have?
Well, I didn't do a treatment per se. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but there was some protein shampoo that you had left for me or something. Yeah, and I used that, I think, once in the last 30 days.
Okay. Protein treatments are very important for your hair, the health of it. I'm sure you should be doing protein treatments too, especially if you want to keep your hair strong. It's for hair that you don't want breaking off. If you're keeping your hair clean cut, you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Can I have a tail?
Yeah, you have a tail. But protein treatments keeps it strong and it helps put back your natural pH balance. So you need that. You need to do that at least once a month. You can buy some Afrogy. Afrogy is the #1 brand for colored people. It's very healthy. It's chemicals, but it's worth it. You can do heavy protein treatments. You can do light protein treatments. If you deep condition with organic root stimulator, deep penetrating conditioner, that has protein in it. That's a light protein. But you need to do hard protein treatments at least once a month. And that's Afrogy. What I use is eggs. I put eggs in a bowl and I mix it up with conditioner and I mix it up with oil. And I put that in my hair like a deep conditioner. Yeah, that's what I do. And if you don't do that, your hair will break off. It'll be overly moisturized or too dry or whatever, and it's gonna break off. So just add that, just so we remember about that, because we haven't really been stressing it. and the men, you shouldn't have to be worried about protein treatments. Go ahead, Alderman.
I just want to make a comment. I'm not sure if anybody else has noticed, but it was like, yeah, here I am. You need to get back on it. It used to be whenever I went to Walmart to way before Healthy Hair to like get a perm or some kind of moisturizer or something. It would be in the back corner in the wall, maybe one shelf, what do you ever call it, display thing about 4 shelves up. And when I went in Walmart today, I was shopping. There's a whole row for us folks now. And like, there's so many different products, you know, that we have to choose from as opposed to, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I even see stuff now for braids and just different stuff for men and all those other products out there, which, you know, the store hasn't gotten bigger. It's just there's now more stuff for us. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, and I keep hearing Mr. Warner voice with the Afghanistan oil and stuff like that. There's so many different oils and things that we have to choose from. So I'm glad, you know, we get this education. So,
Anybody like this? Go ahead.
Well, because everything is doing UNA. You know, UNA. They not male and female, but UNA. So the guy's hairstyle, you can't tell them the difference from the girl hairstyle for the most part. I know what you're talking about. And the same concept. When you have, only way you tell the difference a lot of time is mustache. You know, but if you used to look at the hair book, just the hair book, guys and girls, you would be amazed in our shops. Just the hair book. You go to a men's barbershop, you don't expect to see some of the hairstyles. And they're going more and more and more, just signs of the time. And so if you got more, say young kids, if you got more of them with the same hairstyle, you're gonna need more stuff. And so the more stuff is selling. And that's, watch, well, you know about it, you in marketing and all this other stuff. That's the way the nation has changed. Also, a lot of people don't know this, is that because of also abortion. Abortion has changed the whole country so much that there are more middle-class young people that are trying to stay young, looking, and not that many children. And the old people are dying out. So the baby boomers are getting older, and they're trying to stay looking young. And middle class, you know, the people that my age are middle class, trying to stay looking young. And then you got the Shanel age people trying to still look young, trying to be hip. So all of that goes into more beauty products. And plus, the movie that what's the name did was a hit.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, the movie Chris Rock did was a hit, and a lot of people got into hair way more. And then you got all these shows.
Beauty shop.
Yeah, and just shows just about hair. Who got the best hairstyle? All this stuff, yeah. I'm serious. All this stuff adds up to more beauty product. And like you say, you need to study up because you know they ain't afraid to put aborted fetuses and stuff. You know, it's just signs of the time.
I get 5 hand clap praise for that.
Also, you say the guys that are participating, you know, in healthy hair with Shanel, is no way, you know, there's sugar in our tanks. For anybody that's watching, you know, we want healthy hair. We learning how to, you know, do hair. You think your barbershop is, you think he's funny because he cut hair. No, you have to learn different things. So, you know, don't be ashamed to, you know, to learn. And so you can keep your hair looking fit. The one guy, Andre 2000 whatever now. Like he changed the year. I don't know what year he is now. He got his commercial out where he's shaving and he looks at the screen and said, nah. Huh? No, Andre 5,000 something, I don't know what it is. He part of the band, I can't think of the name of the band now.
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. He played in Four Brothers. He played in Four Brothers,
Is he the one that
Yeah.
go to the commercial?
yeah, and he was the one that had the business in the movie Four Brothers, that stayed, anyway,
The black one,
yeah,
Boy.
that's not
yeah, that one. Anyway, he had a commercial, he got a commercial out saying that no hair can be out of place. And that's the way the players are. They way more than before. Pimps used to have girly hairstyles. Now everybody got the hustlers, the whole nine, you know. So there you go.
Well, I was gonna say something, but you covered it, so. Anything else? So regimens are good. Anyone see any lint yet? No? Is anyone taking pictures?
Yes. I put one on them.
What's that laugh? You put one on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see this?
Yeah, just like this.
You wanna show it? No? Okay, it'll stay on, I'll be here with no Facebook fan. And I'll comment. Anyone else taking pictures? Anyone's trying to see progress? Anyone want encouragement?
Yes.
Like, if you want encouragement, you need to take a picture.
Yes.
Me, you need to go shopping.
Like TD Jakes for this picture.
Boy.
You took one?
We got a picture that came up.
That's your
Take a
profile
picture.
picture.
Go home tonight, take a picture of your hair.
You know the ID things on Facebook?
Profile
Yes.
pictures?
For profile pictures?
Yeah. Don't miss the one look like TDJ.
No. I have to disagree with that one.
Because I know he talking about.
You know, it's I'm thing you're looking at.
I said, I don't think you look like
What's up, about some get ready, get ready.
him.
Me, you need to go shopping.
You look like Jake. On this style of picture. You come look at it.
Hey, Mom.
I ain't
That's
saying you got a
nice
life
wall.
for somebody to look at.
That's a nice wall.
Look like Jake.
That's a nice wall. I like that wall. That's a nice wall.
these black like.
Yeah, you don't have to like him. Just love him.
Alright, anyways. So go home, take a picture. This one, take a picture of the back of your head
Yes.
or the front of your head.
Yes.
Comb it out gently. Brush it. Do something so we can have some before and afters. I need to get on that too. I haven't taken a picture in a long time.
Hi. That's my job.
I'll do it before in the next month when I relax my hair.
Sometime.
I want to see pictures.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
There's one on Facebook
There's a picture on Facebook of your hair.
of Auntie's hair.
Okay, good job, Auntie. I mean, Elder Selena, for taking pictures.
Yeah.
You need pictures, people, because if you have a picture from last year and then you look at what you got this year and you see that there's no difference, you know you're doing something wrong. And if you have one from last year and you happen to see, you know, because what you see in your eyes and what you see in pictures are so different. It's so important. Oh my goodness, I'm going to take pictures of y'all. Go home and take a picture.
Talk about it.
Yes, because I know that was my motivation. I was like, whoa, this actually grew. Like if I went like this, I didn't see it. But then when I looked at the picture, I saw the 2 inches and I got so happy and I wanted to win all the prizes.
Yes.
So, and it was motivation. Like, okay, I'm going to do that again in another 4 months. Get 2 inches. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Any last words?
Put a bow on it.
I would like to hear TD Jakes again.
What?
Hit that TD Jakes one more time, Mr. Boy.
So somebody say, get ready, get ready. So somebody say, get ready, get ready.
But T-Lace is the one from Pilgrim's Progress, because I know that movie.
No, he looks like that guy.
Nah, he ain't the one. I
Oh,
got
okay.
your favorite TV show, yeah. Well, you got it, boy.
Alright, that be all. Roll call on Elder Felina. Give our hand clap praise. Hope you hear us sit down. Thank you for coming out, learning stuff. But we get here pretty full.
It's time of the year to take care of your health. It's time to protect your health. Anyway, come on, give the Father a hand clap of praise. Woo-wee. Just real quick, I just want to say this. Hope you're getting somebody out of that hair regimen. Seem like you are. Seem like everybody's getting something and participating. Keep striving as Minister Shanel said, just keep on working it out. And you'll be amazed at what happens. And she's absolutely correct when it comes to pictures. Even if you're not dealing with hair, just with anything, if you keep a picture, I would say every 2 months, when you take a picture, you'll be surprised at, the goal you're making. Like losing weight, if you weigh yourself every day, they say don't, but if you weigh yourself every day, you'll be surprised. You're like, wow, I lost a pound, I lost a pound. The weekend, then I lost 5-6 pounds. You're like, oh, how that happen? And, teach you encourage. And then you can catch yourself if you're not losing weight. Also, real quick, I know you're hating on me right now, but I want to tell you, there is, the Father been dealing with me so much, but I'm just going to briefly just let you know that I know you hear me say it's the end times, but listen, there's some terrible things getting ready to crunch. I've been having visions and dreams, ridiculous. It's like every time I close my eyes now, and it's like crucial, it's getting. And I see a lot of things manifested, and now it's getting to a home view. Now it's not just random, it's actually I'm seeing people and things that are happening. So if you're not, right spiritually, you need to get there. You really need to, you need to make sure that you're walking straight with God. And that's a thing, a powerful thing to be concentrating on. I was listening to one of the messages before we came today, and I think it's called "The Truth. Are You Sure?" One of the old ones. It made me think, are we really living in the truth? And I want to make sure that it accomplishes you. That hey, what I'm doing is truth. Because the enemy will try to get you to lie off the end of this stupid thing. So be truthful and live the truth. Keep that in mind. And be careful. Be careful. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Be careful. A lot of people let stuff take away their vision, take away and allow distractions to take over. Now, one thing you have to tell yourself, I'm not going to allow myself to be distracted. You can make the regiment part of your life and not be distracted. That's a good thing. But as we found out Wednesday, if you all look another people's business, you done did the wrong thing, you made the wrong step. Amen?
Amen.
I want to leave you with that. I want to leave you with that, knowing that there is some things happening. There are devils trying to attack you. There are devils that are trying to attack this ministry. There are devils out there. And they don't like what we're preaching. They don't like the message y'all gave us. And so they are after you. Amen?
Amen.
So we have to fight back. Amen?
Amen.
Come on, give message Shanel. Come on, give the Heavenly Father a hand clap of praise. Amen. And I just want to look at somebody and say, "Ye shall know the truth,
You shall know the truth,
and the truth
and the truth
gonna make you free."
gonna make you free.
And you know what?
And you know what?
The truth,
The truth,
it is
it is
what it is.
what it is.
Amen. You are dismissed.
Which one first? Which one first?